Please welcome the wickedly talented
Betches Video Club.
There's a mistake. You guys won Best Picture.
Nominees are...
Gotta jump like you mean it.
Jump in, everybody.
I'm lost. I don't know what that is.
Welcome back to Betches Video Club, where the Betches video team talks all things TV and movies. It's like book club, but with way more screens. This month, we're bringing our favorite spooky movies for October. So we're all bringing our favorite spooky movies, telling you why we like them, and then we're going to vote which is the best scary movie. Speaking of scary movies, this week I am bringing Scary Movie. Our hosts today are...
Jack Maloney.
Brian Russell Smith.
And Tess Tregellis. How are we feeling today, team?
I'm feeling well rested.
That's
I've been
great.
drinking a lot of water.
I'm so proud of you.
So that's
Yeah,
where I'm
we
at.
had a long weekend.
We did.
We
We
did.
did.
You might notice someone is missing. We lost a good one.
We lost a good one, but she was taken away on a white horse
Maddie
and
Mahoney.
driven off into the sunset.
She's off the market now. She got married this past weekend. Beautiful wedding in New Hampshire.
Incredible wedding.
Absolutely stunning. And we were there. So that was really exciting.
We
for
were
us.
there.
It was idyllic.
It was idyllic and it
So
was beautiful. It was
we-
very Taylor Swift music video core with the
Yes.
fall
Yes,
leaves.
I would say it was Red Era, yeah.
Red era. Okay.
Oh, by the time this comes out, Life of a Showgirl will be out. Stream on Spotify and iTunes.
Okay, so going back to kind of scary movies,
yes.
I wanted to know any irrational fear you have had as a child or irrational fears you have currently to get us in the spooky mood.
To be honest, I feel like all of my fears are very rational. Like, I was very afraid of pandemics, and then the pandemic hit, and I felt like really like great about that actually. Like, because I was like, wow, my irrational fear was quite rational.
You're like, I told you so.
I told you so.
said-
I bought masks in January of 2020. Yeah, because I saw what was going on in China, and I was like, better watch out. And
Smart.
yeah, and then also like plane crashes, which I also feel like is a little rational, especially given that there was a few. And
These seem very rational.
exactly. But then I would say as a child, I was just like afraid that when I was coming up my basement stairs, someone was going to snatch me and bring me back down.
Did you climb up on all fours?
I did as fast as I possibly could.
I sort of did that as well.
Yeah.
My irrational fear as a child was E.T. We've discussed.
Oh, right.
Which used to also scare me. Dry and crusty, hate how he looks. If I was in bed at night, I would hear doo, 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 in my head, and I would be like, he's coming out of my closet with his fingers. He's coming out. My irrational fear now is probably more rational than irrational, that if I ever black out, I get super irrationally scared that I like confessed my love to somebody.
Oh.
That
You
I
should
like,
never be scared to say you love someone.
you know what? That's true.
Yeah.
But it's mostly to boys that have secret crushes on maybe.
How many secret crushes do you have?
Well, it's a secret, Brian.
Okay, my irrational fear growing up was the Wicked Witch of the West. And I was scared that she was going to come out of the toilet when I flushed and pull me into it. There was a long time of my childhood when I would flush and run. I didn't wash my hands for a while.
Flush and
Yeah,
run.
that is irrational.
Totally irrational, but she is scary. And then I saw Wicked and I was like, she's just misunderstood.
Exactly.
Thank you, Cynthia Erivo.
Exactly my point.
Today we're talking about Scary Movie. It was written by brothers Sean Wayans and Marlon Wayans and directed by their other brother, which I didn't know existed, Keenan Ivory Wayan.
Wow.
It launched the careers of Anna Faris and Regina Hall. If you haven't seen it, it's very funny. It is a 2000s American comedy horror spoof. It follows a group of high schoolers who accidentally kill a man and then throw him in the lake, and they swear to secrecy, not to tell anyone. Meanwhile, a guy in a ghost mask is killing all of them. The movie parodies Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Shining, The Sixth Sense, and basically every high school cliche you can possibly think of.
It also parodied that like Budweiser commercial.
Yeah.
That was like the "What's up?"
I didn't get that reference. I just thought
Yeah.
they were being silly.
I'm the eldest of the group, and so that came out in like
Brian's the elder.
1999. So I was about like 7. So I have like slight recollections of that because we actually used to watch commercials.
Okay, because that makes sense because that scene, the what's up scene, was not in the original script. They went back and refilmed it, probably to spoof the Budweiser commercial.
The viral.
Oh, no
ass.
way.
So I think it was, and I didn't know the reference it
Oh,
was
it's
making.
such an insert too. It's like so clear that they like it doesn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with the plot of the movie.
A lot of the movie was improvised. Shorty, the entire character, they didn't write into the script. He came into set every day. Marlon came into set every day, and they were like, "What do you think Shorty's gonna do today?" And he would come in and be like, would it be funny if this happened? And they're like, yeah, sure. So the brothers really seem to trust each other and the other actors. They just said, whatever's the funniest take, we'll do.
Oh, that's so fun.
Girl,
Yeah.
and Marlon Wayans is a fucking riot. He's so funny.
Yeah.
And his little laugh, like the like I couldn't stand him. I was like, girl, shut up. Like
Yeah.
you're too much. Like
so good.
and the other bit of Sean Wayans' character being that he's clearly very gay, but then he's like, I'm not gay.
So
Like,
funny.
So funny. I love that.
And each character has a bit and they just like boom, boom, boom. They bang on
Exactly.
the head. It's so good. Do you guys want some fun facts?
I would
I
love
do.
fun facts.
Okay. Guess how much this movie was made for?
3 million.
Okay.
10 million.
$19 million.
Oh wow.
Okay, but that's
Which
still
is
pretty low budge.
Pretty low budget.
19?
Yeah.
That's not low budge, is it?
That's
For Hollywood.
That's considered. I think less than 50 mil is considered low budget, and micro budget is like single millions, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is
for a
crazy.
feature.
So guess how much it made in the box office?
Ooh, 150 million.
Okay.
I'm gonna go crazy, like 850 million.
850. 278 million in box office, but it also had the sequels, so it was a
A
accumulation.
cash cow. It was a cash cow.
Also, fun fact: Anna Faris didn't have an agent. She didn't have headshots. This was her first Hollywood audition ever, and right before she auditioned, she was about to move to London for a like marketing job or a ad agency, and she dropped the job to take this movie.
No
Wow.
way. I feel like that does not happen these days.
No.
Like, come on. Because also there's like, well, maybe I guess you could argue like sometimes they have like open calls on self-tape and like a Rachel Zegler like slips in and like whatever. But like, I don't know. Like that just feels like a fantasy of the 2000s.
Yeah.
I just moved to LA and found this incredible thing called Hollywood and now I'm an actress.
But it also isn't her character to be like, wait, what? I got cast in a movie? Okay. That sounds great.
It's crazy because she's such a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so funny. She's so like, I forgot how much physical comedy was in this movie.
House Bunny's one of my favorites though.
Yes, House Bunny is
love
very
House Bunny.
good.
Yeah. But this was her first movie, which is pretty sweet. Okay. Can you guess the working title of Scary Movie? Knowing all of the things it parodies.
I Know What You Screamed About.
Close.
I know what you screamed last summer.
Close. Last summer, I screamed because Friday the 13th fell on Halloween.
Oh man, that's funny. That's good.
But ironically, Scary Movie was the working title of Scream.
Interesting.
Really?
Kind of a
That's sort of full circle.
full circle moment here. Regina auditioned 5 times, so kind of like the yin and yang of both of those characters.
I want to be Anna Faris.
I
Can someone
know.
just pluck me up? Someone out there listening to Betches Video Club. I'm really funny and cute too.
Pick me, please.
Me, pick me. Me.
It's
Picking
also-
me, pick me works in Hollywood, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
that kind of segues into one of my hot takes. Are you ready for it? Okay.
I am.
Hot teens getting killed is one of the most pick me things you can do.
Well, I mean, like when she's like doing the, oh, am I supposed to cry now? Oh, is this where I bleed?
Yeah.
Is this where I break my leg? And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, literally, I feel like they actually confirmed that because
Yeah.
of that exact bit.
Even murderers want me. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everybody wants me, even a killer. Like,
Well, that's why the first bitch who dies is usually one of a few tropes, right? And a lot of times it's the dumb hot girl.
dumb hot girl
Yes.
dies first.
So
Always.
like that sort of lines right. I mean, even the beginning of Jaws, girl, we see those legs. Those are good legs. And the shark said, "Yeah, you die first."
Yeah.
I loved when they killed the girl in the garage. She's like, I'm just a day player.
Oh, that was so funny.
You
I
can't
love
kill me.
all the meta jokes about it being a movie or about the industry are so good. That I'm just a day player. This isn't a movie. This is real life. No, pretty sure it's a movie. There's the director and the DP and da. Or also when they're like, the Wayans Brothers was a good show. It ended
Yep.
5 seasons. We didn't even get a finale.
Yeah, the breaking of the third wall was my I think my favorite point. Like when she was running from the killer, and then the camera like zooms in her face and it hits her in the head.
Oh man, yeah, that was so good too. That's so funny.
I think the early 2000s is one of the best time periods, and I think everyone's really nostalgic for it. You know, we had the landline.
A landline.
You can't make a horror film without a landline.
No.
I sort of do wish I got to experience like high school in that era where like not everyone had an iPhone.
Like, they were
you had to
passing
like
notes.
Yeah, you passed notes because it was like the last time that high school felt vintage like that. You know what I mean? Because if you really think about it, like Brian's giving me side eye for that one. But I feel like but let me make my point because I think the tea is I feel like high school culture it always changed a lot, like socially, but like let's talk about like technologically, it didn't necessarily go advance too much from like, you know, the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Like you're passing notes, you're like, you have books in your locker and whatever. Now it's like we all have MacBooks and we text on our iPhones and like we have like an app to open our locker. You know what I mean?
You could kill someone, throw them in the lake, and nobody would find out.
Yeah.
Like,
and now they would be like tracking your iPhone. You like.
Yeah, they'd be like, you did it.
You can't even kill anyone these days.
No, I know. You literally can't even murder. It's so rude, Brian. I mean, come on. Like, they're listening to us. They know.
They know everything.
Yeah, like the whole scene where they kill the guy. I was like, yeah, y'all wouldn't get away with this these days.
No. It's so much harder.
Okay, so this is a parody. I think parodies are better than remakes. Like we need to
Completely agree.
stop making Disney movies. Let's spoof a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You know what I
That'd
mean?
be great.
Like, why,
That'd be great.
Why do we have so many Batmans?
Let's do a parody of
So many.
Batman.
Yeah, I think parodies are the best because they're like kind of a little FU to the industry. It's like
Totally.
we're all doing the same thing. Why are we keep doing this?
With remakes, there's such a magnifying glass on like getting things right. You know what I mean? Like you better not mess X, Y, and Z things up. But if you're parodying it, everybody's coming in expecting you to mess everything up because that's the point. So you just have so much more license, I feel like, to be creative and to not be perfect.
Yes. And the thing about this movie especially is just like the parody of it all, but the amount of like tiny little bits, the little cutaways that are so like actually clever. Like in the beginning, like the popcorn just getting gigantic. Like
I loved that.
what? It's just like kind of just like out of nowhere, but you're like, great, I love it.
Or another small one is when the cat jumps on the trash can and scares the day player girl in the garage.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I didn't see you there, cat. and then there's another sound and she goes, oh, I didn't see you there, horsey. And there's just a huge horse in the garage. I miss that. Like, why we don't do comedy like this anymore.
No, you have to be so smart to make something so dumb.
You do.
Like you have to be really smart to just have the
Yeah.
dumbest things happen and people go, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And also that's funny because honestly, a lot of these jokes could easily fall flat or not really. Like, okay, even in the very, very, very beginning, which I want to talk about the beginning sequence because I think it's a really important lesson in filmmaking. But
Get your books out. It's
everyone-
lesson time.
It's lesson time with Jack. So when there's the table of weapons and she picks the banana, it's like that is so dumb, but it works because time for the lesson. Everyone take your notes out. You can do anything on stage or in a or on screen if you do it in the first 5 minutes. And I think that's like an adage about just like storytelling, right? Narrative storytelling. And this movie perfectly encapsulates that in my opinion, because that I call it sort of a cold open, but it does set up the plot in a way. It does every trope they're about to do the whole movie. And just lets you know, hey, this is going to be super, super, super dumb.
Yeah.
So just get on board.
Yeah. Question. Did you actually know who that person was in the beginning?
When she started running through the sprinklers, I was like, oh, that's Baywatch, but I didn't know she was the actress from...
No, that's Carmen Electra.
Isn't that Baywatch?
No, I think that's Pamela Anderson. She was just like a very sexy lady of the time.
Oh.
I have an older brother who's 8 years older, and we shared a bedroom, so she actually was on my wall growing up. I did not put her there. I actually put up Anakin Skywalker.
For very not reasons of I love Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we go to the quote corner?
The quote corner.
All
my
right,
faves.
Favorite quotes, go.
Okay, I like the one. By the way, shout out Sherry O'Terry. Love you.
Yeah.
Love her. That she was the newscaster, the hot woman newscaster.
Yeah.
But when she's doing the news report outside of the girl Heather's car or whatever, she goes, Heather, are you aware that your boyfriend's probably just been murdered and you're about to be slaughtered? I was like, that's so insane. And then it goes straight to that scene of her with her nose up, and of course it's perfectly filmed where her nostrils are like so focal, and I'm like, oh, why are her nostrils like so focal there? But then it's like stuff just comes dripping out of it, and it's so ridiculous.
My nose started running watching that. It's like one of those things where you see someone like touch their eyes and
Yeah.
their eyes start watering. Like it happened to my nose. That's a parody of the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Generational differences, man.
Yeah, so I don't know any of these references. To me, this is just a movie. They just made this completely original.
Yeah, Regina
Shit,
Hall. Basically everything she said made me laugh, and even like her first line, she's like, "Oh, she's as fake as press on nails." Hey, girl.
Yeah.
So good.
funny.
Such a good bit.
Also, I love it when you can tell a movie was written by Black people and they make like those kinds of self-aware jokes, because it's like obviously they have license to do so.
Yeah.
So it's like when she goes, "Hey, sister," and she's just sort of like, "The fuck?" Like
Yeah.
it's
Or
perfect.
like how like the black news team, they were like, some white kids are getting murdered. We're getting out of here.
Exactly. That was perfect. All the white news stations just reporting like normally, and then them.
My favorite quote was Buffy Gilmore. Yeah, and mom said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner. Doofy! And then it's him with the vacuum.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell this was written by men because it's such 8th grade boy humor.
It
where it's
is.
like,
It really is.
they were in 8th grade being like, should I put my dick in the vacuum cleaner? And they're like,
Yeah.
dude, do it. And then they put it in a movie.
That was what something that was like I've forgotten about how like sexual it was. I was like, wait, they were showing penises. This
They
was just
did.
like,
Wait, they did?
They did multiple
Yeah,
times.
multiple
Tess.
penises.
The penis that went through Sean Wayans' head.
yeah, the
God,
straight
I
up,
missed
it
that.
went through the glory hole and like into his ear.
Maybe because I watched it on something that bleeped that.
What did you watch it on?
YouTube?
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
you probably.
Probably.
you
I watched it on Paramount.
Like there was like
Plus.
there was like you didn't see the testicles of the gym teacher.
No.
Oh, you did. Oh, and you didn't see the little baby penis that the one John had. Oh, okay. There's a lot of penises.
Good stuff.
During that same scene, she calls Doofy a R-worded R-word.
Yeah.
And that's something I've actually noticed in today that people are starting to bring. See, I'm not comfortable saying it, but some people today are saying the R word again. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
I sort of have, because I think it's sort of part of this like swinging back right,
Yeah.
anti-woke, blah, blah, blah movement.
So the 2000s really are coming back.
They are. They
Yeah.
are with a capital R.
Well, see,
Okay, in the stand-up world, there's always like these phases of like jokes that people make, like it's dating apps, and then it's like there was an eating ass kind of phase, and now it's the R word that's coming back. People like saying that because they know people will be like, can we say that anymore? And I think it's a cheap joke. And I'm expensive. I like expensive jokes.
Ooh.
But that brings us to our big question, which is, did this movie age well?
okay, and here's my hot take. Besides the R word line, actually, I think you could pretty much make this movie frame for frame today, and it still flies. And here's why. And I do think it sort of relates to what I was saying. When black people write and direct the movie and have the kinds of jokes they had in there, you have a way more, they're punching up so much more because they have license to, in the context of the way that we understand privilege and the way that we understand, like, especially in comedy, like staying in your lane and being able to say certain things and not say certain things. I feel like even the Doofy character, which, you know, throughout the movie, I was like, damn, you could not do this character today. But then at the end, when he takes off, you know, the costume and he's like not actually like that, I sort of like was like, wait, not that it redeems it, but like, does it sort of then make it just like, oh, so this guy's just a shitty person? Like that wasn't a real differently abled or neurodivergent person. It was a guy pretending to be something because he is the murderer. And so he's just a shit guy. It's not a commentary on neurodivergence.
I don't know about that because I think you'd be really hard to find an actor or a good one who would be willing to do that character today. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's like, it's like no one would want to do that because it can be perceived as offensive. However, I do think a lot of the gay stuff would not fly today.
Really?
No, it was like because like there's a whole like vilification of gay men and throughout the thing and a parody of them by straight men. There's not one single gay person actually in it.
Would it be different if like Sean Wayans' character was actually a gay man?
Like
Playing straight, but playing gay. Like if you cast the movie differently, does it
If
give
he
you
was a
license
gay
to do that?
man?
Like if a lot of the gay jokes were made by gay actors,
I think that would make it better. I don't know. I think I even think that the scene with the gym teacher probably would not.
Yeah,
would not
there were a lot of
fly.
trans like stuff that wouldn't probably
Miss Man.
Miss Man.
Literally Miss Man.
I think a lot of that, I don't think it aged well. There were a lot of times where I was like, I don't know. But I also think parody can draw that line because they're making fun of the bigger
Yeah.
picture, which is like Hollywood actually doing these things.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think they can toe the line, but I do think if this was remade, it would be different solely because the tropes of Hollywood are different. Like scary movies now are not as much about like those teen dramas.
Yeah. I also feel like because there were parts that did age well, but like we're saying before, like you didn't understand the Carmen Electra references, like with Prince, or there was like the Was Up commercial. Like I think it still plays well because the movies that it's parodying are so iconic, but the pop culture references are like kind of like
That's
Yeah.
for sure. That's for sure. I mean, the pop culture references are, no offense, kind of irrelevant now because it just was of the time.
but it still worked for you.
But it still worked. It was still funny.
okay,
I just
yeah.
didn't have to get it. Oh, damn. Based on your guys' answers, I'm kind of prepping to be canceled now. But I don't know. I just like, honestly, it's so interesting to hear your thing about the gay stuff because to me, like, I guess that just didn't really bother me because straight men are so gay all the time.
Yeah,
So like I was like, that's such tea. Like,
it's not even the parody of gay people; it's the vilification of gay people. I think.
where do you feel like they were because they were the
Because
killers?
they were killing people because they were gay.
Right. Okay. That's tea.
Like I don't think that would really fly.
Okay. And see, so it's funny because when I watched that, I just interpreted that as like, it didn't. Yes, I see what you're saying.
Because that's another, but again, that's another Hollywood trope. Is like the villains in like Disney movies, like Scar and the Hades, like they're all like effeminate men.
Tea.
And like in Aladdin, even
Tea.
Oh yeah.
they're kind of like
Yeah.
gayish men, and they're the villains. And so if they like had actually like blowing Jack,
Me realizing.
had they
Jafar is gay.
yes,
Like, I knew I liked Genie Jafar a little too much.
had they like leaned into that more, maybe it would work. Being like, oh, of course, the gay men are the murderers.
Right.
And you know what? To me, it's like interesting because I don't even think they were thinking about it all that hard. I think it was just a cheap joke for them, which back to cheap jokes. I think that they were just like because that was Sean's bit the whole movie, he was like, and I'm gay and we're in love, so that he could be like, I'm not gay. Like, I don't even think they were trying to do all that. You know what I mean? Which is actually probably that makes it worse again because it's like they're not being thoughtful about it. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that.
But also, they make fun of everybody. Like,
true.
no one's safe in this movie. Like, at some point, you're gonna watch this movie and be like, "Oh, I'm offended." So, also in my head, I'm kind of like, "Well, they hurt everyone's feelings."
They did a bit about enslavement.
Yeah.
I mean, they did.
Oh, yeah.
And that was Keaton Ivory Wayans.
Yes, that was the director.
Yeah, that was the director of the movie.
I was wondering because he looked like them.
Yes, it's Keaton
I
Ivory.
was like, he looks related to those guys.
That was
Yeah.
sort of his cameo.
Yeah, that's his great cameo. Any pop culture moment we could parody right now? I think we could parody all the girly pop singers,
Absolutely.
and they're like bedazzled, like, you know, kind of shirt like this that's like tight and like you know, big hair. It's like the Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, like the kind
Choppington.
of fanfare of all of that. I think we could parody, and they all like get into a girl band and they have to like fight each other to the death to be like the only pop girly in the world.
And that's sort of what the Pop Star Academy is that created Cat's Eye.
Yeah,
a
true.
little bit.
I guess superhero movies would be great to parody. I also feel like I would love to see a parody of a hospital drama.
Ooh, that would be good.
I think that would be really fun.
The Pit,
What
Grey's
would it be called?
Anatomy.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun to parody a lot of these like reality housewife shows that we have now because you have like not only all the Real Housewives franchises, which by the way I love all these shows, which are all great, but you also have the Mormon Wives now. Like,
What should they do? What religion should they do next?
oh my God, they should be like something really, really, really niche. Like, I
Which
don't
wives?
know, like maybe they're
Crystal
Wives.
wives, like people who love crystal.
Oh yeah, like astrology wives
Yeah,
or something.
astrology
Yeah, something
wives.
that's like we can all get behind that.
Like parodying
Like-
trad wives, I feel like is kind of in that genre of just like
Yeah, totally. And I also think it would be fun to parody dating shows because there's so many of them now.
yeah. Marlon and Sean Brando.
Brando.
Marlon Brando is where I went. Marlon and Sean Wayans. They wrote the first two movies, then they were booted off for the next three.
What?
Or four.
Why?
The next three. And for the sixth one, they're coming back as the writers. And Marlon was in an interview and he was like, it's kind of like when, the kids leave the house and then they start doing like drugs and stuff, but then they always come back home to be like, hey, I actually need you. So I think they're pretty petty about all of this. They made this huge franchise and they were kicked off of it and now they're coming back.
Who kicked them off? Do you know the tea?
No, I just know that they weren't asked back to write again. which is crazy.
But they were in them, weren't
What?
they?
I think they were in them, but they didn't write them.
Yeah.
So there's some drama there. And they're making a 6th one coming out on June 12th this summer, which I think is going to be so fun because it's going to be also kind of ironic, like remaking a parody. Like remakes are better than parodies, but like if you're remaking the parody,
Like,
we don't know
what's
what's
the
going to
tea
happen.
there? Yeah.
But I think it'd be really fun to see in theaters around a bunch of people to kind of see.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I wonder what movies they'll parody. Probably like Hereditary. What were the big horror movies of the time?
Smile.
Like these days, Hereditary or like Get Out. I feel like some of the like Jordan Peele stuff has got to come in there because you know
Totally.
there's so much they can do with that.
Totally.
Like Us, what was that called? Or what's the movie?
Us, yeah.
Yeah, Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's time for my 30-second pitch as to why Scary Movie is the best spooky movie. We will all be pitching our own movies. Mine is Scary Movie. Here's my 30-second pitch. Start the timer.
And go.
Okay. This is a parody, so if you're deciding on what movie to choose and you're sitting there and you're like, ooh, I don't know which one. I don't know. What do you want? What do we want? Choose the parody because it covers almost every movie. You've got horror, you've got romance, you've got comedy. It also highlights one of the best time periods, which is the early 2000s. It's filled with landlines, bell-bottom jeans,
10
and hot
seconds.
deals. Oh my God, hot girls dying. Also, it low-key F you to the industry, which people love that. And it started the
3,
careers of a lot of people full of
2,
improv. And we
1.
love you, the Wayans Brothers.
Sweet Tess.
Wow.
Iconic.
Next week, we'll be going on to Jack's movie, which is...
Hocus Pocus.
And he will be giving his pitch why Hocus Pocus is the best spooky movie. We will be revealing who is the winner on YouTube exclusives at the end of the month, so you can join in and watch with us throughout the whole month and see who wins.
And if you want to find us anywhere, I'm at the Jack Maloney.
I'm at Brian Russell Smith.
And I'm at Tess Treg. That's a wrap.
Yay.
Yay! Boom!